Hey everybody, happy Wax on Wednesdays. It's a new year and new beginnings, and I thought it would be fun to try out something just a little bit new to sort of something different from the normal encaustic videos. Over the holidays, over the Christmas holidays, my daughter was home from college and we did a lot of different art projects. She wanted to create gifts for her friends and her roommates, and one of the things that she really loved was creating these resin rings with a two-part art resin. And I'll put everything that we used, just like always, on the blog post for this video on sherryreplogle.com so you can see where we got everything and what was used. She wanted to use natural elements in these rings, and so she used moss and pressed flowers and things that would look beautiful showing through the resin. And she used a ring mold that we got on Amazon, which will be on the blog post, and just collected things from outdoors, from a nature walk outdoors, collected a little bit of moss and things that she thought might look really nice that are very tiny inside the ring. And I happen to have also some natural real flowers that were pressed, and she could pluck the petals from those and use those for a touch of color as well. She likes things with small, delicate details. This required a lot of patience. Everything is very, very tiny, and it took her quite some time to get everything positioned correctly. She's using some curved tweezers that I use for cyanotypes, and she is using those to press everything into the molds, into the position that she wants before she adds the resin. And you can see there that I have some very tiny pressed flowers that I use often in my botanical printing and my cyanotypes. And these rings are so tiny that she can just put little petals and the interiors of some of the flowers. There's some baby's breath there that she's using the petals for. So this is to add a beautiful pop of color. And these really, really are beautiful once the resin is cured and they're popped out of the mold. They're just magical inside. So the mold that she used, which is listed on the blog post, has various sizes there. As you can see, some of them are very large, almost too large, and some of them are a lot smaller. So she measured her own fingers with some floss first and decided which of the rings that she would use for in these molds. She didn't use them all, and she's using art resin here, and she mixed equally 2 parts of the resin and the hardener, and she mixes it for 3 minutes. It's hard to measure out any less than 2 ounces of resin when you're making any kind of 2-part resin. Really, I've worked with almost all of them that have been on the market. And so when you're making this, 1 ounce of hardener, 1 ounce of the resin will make 2 ounces. And so it's good if you're making these little rings to have something else to use the rest of that resin on. In this case, she had created some alcohol ink tiles, and so we had that because this only takes up a tiny bit of resin, these rings. So she had some other projects that she would use the rest of this resin on, so none would go to waste. So here she took just a little plastic pipette and gently injected the resin into the ring. She wants to make sure that she gets the resin all the way down and that there's no blank areas when she pops these out. She wants them to be filled all the way, but she also doesn't want to disturb those petals and that moss the way she positioned it. So she's very carefully and delicately injects the pipette. It's very tiny, and can inject it all the way in there to make sure that the resin gets underneath those botanicals and goes all the way to the bottom. Now, if there's any overfill, which there will be, you can easily sand it or cut it off with some scissors. If there's a little hanging tag of resin, you can just trim it off with some sharp shears or cuticle scissors, and you can get some wet sandpaper, very high 400, 600 sandpaper, wet sandpaper, and sand all of those edges down. You can also use a Dremel polishing kit. There's tons of things out there. for sanding and polishing resin jewelry. Now she takes some of these other small sizes in the resin mold and does a little bit plainer ring and adds some color to it with some alcohol ink, some pinata alcohol ink, and injects that the same way, and actually uses a toothpick to get some of the color down in there and swirl it around. And those also create a really beautiful effect when the ring is done with the clear areas, the blank white space versus some of that color came out really, really beautiful. These can be popped out of the mold in about 24 hours, but they'll take 3 days to cure completely. So after about 24 hours, she was able to pop them out of the mold, and about 24 hours after that, she began the long process of sanding and filing all of that overfill of the resin that overfilled over the edges and getting everything smooth. She was able to trim the thin edges of the overfill with just some sharp scissors, and after that it was a series of diamond files to file the inside edges, and then actually she had a Dremel bit that she used for sanding everything smooth to the edge. Once everything was filed smooth, it left edges that were no longer shiny. So to get the resin shiny again, we used a series of sandpaper, very, very fine sandpaper, starting at about 400 and going up to 2500 grit. And this is a gradual process. We did all of the rings in this series of sandpaper, and it went 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1500, 2000, and then 2500. After that, we were able to polish it on a wheel, each ring, and get them nice and shiny again. Once these rings were re-shined, they showed just like glass, and you can see right through them all of the petals and moss and acorns and all the natural botanicals that were added into these beautiful rings, and they'll make great gifts for her roommates and friends. So I hope that you really enjoyed this Wax on Wednesdays, a little bit something different, just something to change it up a little bit from the normal encaustic wax. There's a lot of wonderful things to do out there with natural botanicals, even in the wintertime. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you join us for 2021 here on Wax on Wednesdays, and we will see you next week. Happy Wax on Wednesday.